One of the debates that a lot of these players have been having was the grass versus the turf. Cooper Kupp was the first one to advocate for the turf, and a lot of other guys are going for that. And we've had a lot of ex-NFL players as well that have kind of been split. What are your thoughts on that as a player?
I hate turf. They need to take it up, roll it up, burn it, never bring it back. I love natural grass. It's nothing like natural grass. Even falling, concussions, hitting your head on the turf versus hitting it on the grass is totally different. Grass is just better on the joints. You get turf burns, you get rubber pellets, and you've cleats. So many cons when it comes to that turf. Roll it up, burn it up, don't bring it back.
Don't bring it back. Bilal Powell. We're here talking to former Jets running back Bilal Powell. Aaron Rodgers speaks out on Pat McAfee's show. He's on every single week. I love it. He answers the question so perfectly. You only expect that from an Aaron Rodgers. And he said something very interesting on Pat McAfee's show this week. And he said there's stipulations now if he comes back. If the Jets are a borderline playoff team, that's the only way he's coming back. Do you think that he should come back in December if the Jets are a borderline playoff team and risk himself playing for next year?
I don't think he should come back in December. That's too early. I think you let them kind of run it, and hopefully they can get you into January. You don't want to see him coming back in December and re-injure this thing just because I don't know what his motive is to stay around or stay relevant to the team. Just heal up, man, and hopefully you can watch a team go out and fight for the rest of the season and hopefully get you a good team, get some signings in the offseason. I said he wasn't going to come back. It'd be crazy for him to come back. So many things have to work out perfectly for him to come back. I don't know if Vegas have any kind of odds out there of him coming back. I just want to see him heal up and not rush it back.
Well, open up those big pockets, man, and put some bets on it. I'll bet for us together. I think the odds are like plus 1,700. Very unlikely, especially where the Jets are right now. Now, if something falls together, if the Jets win this week and Miami loses, and then the Jets are going to that Black Friday game where if they win, they take full custody of first place, that's different. The chances of that happening, everything has to align. And as long as Zach Wilson is the quarterback for the New York Jets, I'd rather throw up.
That's the truth. You go from hearing the Super Bowl contending team when you have Rodgers and then he goes down and it's like, oh, that's it. That's the end of the season. And then you see these guys start to put these wins together. And one of the biggest things I think kind of gave these fans the false identity of Zach Wilson was that Kansas City game. Like they saw a glimpse of greatness and they're like, oh, he's great. And ever since then, it's been like, come on. And then you look around the league and you see these other teams making moves and firing OCs, they're benching quarterbacks. And then here we are still with Zach Wilson going into a divisional game that we need desperately, because if this is up and if they don't win this one, they might as well just start packing up and booking vacations in January and figure out where they want to go vacation for after the season.
Well, I was on a cruise
it's going to be hard
when they were playing Kansas City, and I wasn't very happy with that penalty by the unbelievable referee call in that game.
Swift was in there. They couldn't let the Chiefs lose to the Jets with Taylor Swift in the building, man.
You're not a Swiftie? Come on.
No, I do not need Swiftie fans against me. I don't want hate mail.
Could you sing a Taylor Swift song?
I absolutely can't. I can't.
Do you know any Taylor Swift songs?
If you play one, maybe.
Concussion, CTE stuff, especially now a lot of these other major injuries too, a lot of non-contact injuries. And we've talked to a lot of ex-NFL players about the NFL not really giving the same benefits to ex-players as other sports. So what are your thoughts on that?
I'm a big advocate with mental health, and a lot of it has to do with the brain. Watching a lot of my teammates' suicide rate go up in the NFL post-career. I'm big on the CTE stuff. I've actually sought help for that myself. It's okay to ask for help. A lot of those guys, man, they have too much pride to ask for help. The transition is hard. Sometimes I think it triggers the CTE, makes it worse. Just reach out for help. Keep yourself around good people that can care less about you being a player. Really focus on that mental health, man. The transition was hard. Anybody that tell you the transition easy, they're lying to you. I've been out almost 4 years, and I'm just now getting on that. I'm finding myself. It's the truth. So the CTE, the brain injuries, man, players deserve their benefits. You put up blood, sweat, and tears. One of the most dangerous sports you can play. The CTE is real. I'm starting to see it in some of my teammates. Some of the wives reaching out to my wife, asking questions about me and our experience. And she's part of the wives page on Facebook. And man, you hear some horror stories that the media, they don't hear about. I just try to support my brothers because we're a fraternity, man. It's a small fraternity. Players have to be for the players. I actually talked to a couple guys. They wear the gold jackets. And I said, when you retire, take the gold jackets off. Take all the accolades. Take it away. We're brothers, man. We played in this game together. A lot of us played together. We have to take care of each other because once the league is done with you, man, they're pretty much done with you. And only players can take care of players. And I reached out to a couple dudes when I was struggling with the transition and making sure I wasn't the crazy one thinking I was the only one feeling like that. And man, everybody's going through it. And I'm a big advocate for that.